Hey everyone, I'm back today to do a process video. I'm starting on my October daily, which I'm so excited about. Actually, I'm working on finishing my October 2021 album, October Daily. And I'm using this 4x6 album. This is from Ali Edwards. I have two of them because I'm sure that I'm going to need more than one. But the page size here is 7 inches by 4.25 if you're working outside of the page protector. And I am working on day number 19. So I've done a little bit of work ahead of time just to kind of prep for the video. So I have, I'm going to be working on movies that we've watched. And so I'm going to do a double page spread that's going to be outside the page protector. So I've cut 2 pieces of background paper. They're 7 by 4.25 each. So I have those cut out. And then I went through and decided that I wanted to have these little window cards. And let me show you. So here's one that I cut out as a sample of practice. And I actually cut it upside down. So always good to practice so you know the right way to do things. So anyway, this is a cut file from Ali Edwards. It's actually part of her December daily products, and I will go ahead and link this down below. But I have a silhouette, so I just used her cut file and my silhouette to cut out these little windows. And so what they look like is once you cut them out, you fold them like so, and then you have just this little pop-up window. So my plan is to put in a picture of the movie that we watched and then stamp the date that we watched it over here, and then have some cute decoration on the front and then something to keep it closed. And then those will line up. I'll do like 3 on a page. And then I'll have some kind of title, which I haven't figured out yet, going across the top. So I have picked out pattern papers and cut them out on the silhouette, the little window cards. And then I've also printed out my photos. And so with these, I printed them out on a 4x6 and they look really tiny, but you have to have a 2x2 photo, and the window is actually smaller. The window is actually only 1.5 inches. So I have a 2-inch photo, and then I actually wanted a little white border around the picture. So I did mine a little bit smaller even than 1.5 inches. And so when you put it in, you just stick it here in the back, fold everything around it, and then there you go. You have your little pop-up window with your photo inside. So I've picked my background papers, a little bit about what kind of background papers to choose. You want to pick something that is going to have a smaller pattern. So I used my 6x6 papers instead of like 12x12 because the pattern is small, and then when you fold these, you're still going to see the pattern. So I picked ones that would go well with the background and kind of mix together with each other. And then I also picked ones where I could stamp on the back. So this one maybe will be a little bit hard to read, depends on where I stamp it. So that's what I've done ahead of time. I have picked out these little charms from Tim Holtz that I'm thinking of using on the front, just tying on the front somehow as a little decoration. I thought that would be cute, or I might just do puffy stickers. And then to hold down or hold the little window closed, I'm thinking I have these, so those might be cute. So those would go on here like that, and then you'd have to push it down to open the window. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm back, and I went through and I just added the date on the back of the photo, and I decided I'm just going to do them in date order. So let's see, and then I'm going to have the patterns go in this order, so I'm just going to put them in there like that. So let's start with This one is September 19th, 2021. Make sure I get my year correct. And my date is correct. And I just want to make sure I'm on this part. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? No. So I think what I want to do actually is, let me grab a piece of scratch paper. I just want to make sure that I'm getting on the actual window. So it looks like it's gonna barely fit, and maybe I'll just stamp multiple times. That looks okay. So we'll try that. So there's that one, then we have 10, 15. So even though I'm doing this on my day 19 in October, I just do 31 stories of Halloween, not necessarily what happened on the specific date, just 31 stories about our Halloween or our October, basically. So I'm going to score all the envelopes where they need to be folded. So basically just on the edges here. There. Okay, and then also don't forget to score on the window flap, which is right. It's hard to see on this one because of the pattern, but it's right. Let's see where that line is. Let's line it up. Ooh, that wasn't good. Kind of went a little crazy. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fold everything, and you can't see this again. So fold all the edges down where I scored, and then just score it more. Sure everything looks okay. Front. There we go. Oh, this one also. Okay, cute. And then I'll just repeat that for all the rest of them. Now I have to decide if I want to use these or not, because I think these would end up going on next before before I glue everything down. And I have to figure out how I'm going to hook them on. Like with a little brad, I guess, would be good. Let me see if I have one. All right, so the next thing I will do is I'm going to get my little poking device, wherever the heck that is. There it is. And I want to go right across from the window, the little hole in the window, or cutout in the window, and stick this in. Okay. Push it down as flat as I can. There. And now I'll hold down the window. All right, now that we have that all done for all of them, I think the next step is going to be to glue in our photos. So I'm just going to match up my photo with the date, and you're going to actually glue it on this side. So you want to put some glue on the edges there, and then stick the photo in. There it is. Okay, and I think it would be easier just to kind of eyeball it from the front, so you make sure everything's like lined up right. It's hard to see with the shadows, but I think that's about right. And then just make sure from the back that you can still fold all these in. Yep. Okay, so then just glue down everything. And it's gonna glue down too. Yeah. Trying to decide what order I want to glue it down. I think this one, and the sides, and then this one. There we go. There's one done. Like so. Now I have to decide if before I glue anything down, I want to start on my title and make sure I can fit my title on here. And I have to figure out where my number is going to go. So I think my plan is to use this and do like Halloween movies or something like that. Okay, I'm back and it's much later, so I'm sorry because I know the light is gonna look different and there's gonna be shadows, but I want to get this done tonight, so this is what you get. So basically I decided to go with the medium Jane Alpha, and I stamped all them out and cut all them out, and then I'm gonna use, I found this circle. This is the only one I have that's the right size. So it kind of goes, but not really, but that's okay. So I'm gonna use that to put my number in for day 19. And then I was looking at it without these, let me move those out. So it just looked a little bit plain to me. Anyway, it just looked a little bit plain in the background. So I'm going to use these 2-inch squares that I've cut out to kind of layer on the windows, just to give it a little bit more something, just to fill up the space a little bit more. So it'll look kind of like that. And so now what I'm really trying to decide is, what do I want to put right here? And I like this little tag. I think the colors go really well. Kind of goes because it's a movie quote from Hocus Pocus, or their song anyway. That's one option. And then the other option I'm thinking about is, let's find it again, doing a label, because this is going to move over a little bit more because of the holes when I punch them, but doing like a label with something that says like a wicked good time and putting it there. So still thinking about that. And then on top, I was looking at these Tim Holtz little Halloween tags. I don't remember what he calls them. They kind of get lost a little bit on top, so I'm gonna put some twine on there and do like a little bow. Hey everyone, I'm back and it's the next morning, so the lighting is much better. Sorry about the really bad lighting last night. I did go ahead and do a few things off camera just because the lighting was so bad, but I went ahead and glued down these squares that I'm going to use as the backdrops for my little windows. I added the title. I think I did that on camera. And then I went ahead and decided to go with this A Wicked Good Time sticker and add the label. So all I need to do now is, oh, and I also went ahead and picked out the token that I wanted on top of each window. I added some black and white twine and then I put it down with red line tape on top. So there it is, ready to go. I will be cutting these down a little bit once I get them all together and figure out how long I want it. So really all I have left to do is to glue on the windows and then cut down the twine, and then just, I want to do a little bit of embellishing just to give it a little something extra. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put red line tape and red line tape these down so they're not going to go anywhere. And that's my next step. And then I did go through my embellishments last night and I found these cute little stars that I have from Color Cast Designs that I thought would be really, really cute on here. Like, just sticking them on here. Just to add a little something. And then I think we can call the page done. So I will go ahead and stick those down, trim off the excess twine here, and then we're good. All right, so there we have the finished product, finished pages. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.